Okay. Oh, hey, we're live! Yay! Hello, folks. Sorry I'm getting the camera set up. It is almost good. I don't know. I'm not sure how this is looking, but you know what? I'm calling that good. I am not going to be putting this to music, but I will be talking and such. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll check in for comments every few minutes or so. I'm going to start this off with just Satisfied from Hamilton, which is one of my favorites. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not always great at streaming. Ooh, we're having malfunctions and technical difficulties over here. That's not good. Try that again. Let's fix that. There we go. Alright, it looks like we are all set. Ta-da! I got a new artboard, which is really exciting. It means, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Oh, God, that's not great. That was bad. My phone vibrated, knocked itself over. I am so sorry about that, guys. Let's see. But yeah, I got a new artboard, which means that I can now stream when I have papers instead of just when I have canvas. I'm really excited about it. But I'm gonna start off with, God, I didn't answer the question. I'm doing fantastic. I went into Flint and my car kind of broke on the way home, but you know what, that's fine. Because my stepdad's the mechanic and we're gonna get it all sorted out. And he was driving it, so I can blame him, which is always better. I prefer when my car breaks when someone else is driving it, so I can just pretend it's their fault. But that should all get taken care of. Getting a haircut tomorrow, getting my hair colored tomorrow. Got all sorts of stuff going on. I move in a week as of yesterday, so on the 1st, which is going to be a big change. That's exciting for me. There will be voices on off just because parentals are home. And getting that all set. That looks nice. Nice little blues in here. There we go. I think that'll be a good base. So I can't see comments right now, but I'm going to be checking in every now and then just to double check that you guys are enjoying yourselves and such. I've done Satisfied a whole bunch of times, and it's one of those songs that I can kind of paint in my sleep, which I figured kind of made it a good stream song. That way I know what I'm doing. It's all good from my end. But yeah, I'm happy. I always like doing Hamilton orders, and I don't get them as much anymore, but I get them now and then, and that is good enough for me, really. I wish I could do them more, but I'm happy to have whatever orders I can get. I am very grateful for whatever people send me. But still feels so practiced. I feel like I've done this one 1,000 times. I probably haven't even done it in a few weeks, maybe, but which I guess doesn't sound like a long time, but there was a point where I was getting like a couple orders for this every few days, and that was nuts. Okay. Ooh, I got a little bit of spot here that canvas is showing through, so touch that up real quick. I mean, I guess not canvas. I did say canvas, didn't I, just now? This is acrylic paper. I generally use Canson oil and acrylic paper. I just prefer it brand-wise. I know there's other brands that are just as good. This is just what I generally can get hold of. And what I enjoy using, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at talking, guys. But I try my best. I don't have Sarah with me to help me through this, so I'm a bit more of a mess on stream without her. I want to say she's at work. That or she's at home petting her dog, and you know what? Either way, I understand. I didn't really ask her to help me out with this one just because I didn't even totally plan on doing it. I went to pick my stepdad up from work and then ended up at Michael's and ended up getting the artboard, and it was all unplanned and unexpected. And then I had car issues, so I didn't know if I was actually going to do this or if I needed to go do something with that, but that's being taken care of. try and do this in this little section here in 3 strokes just so it looks really nice, but you know what? I think I got it in this one. Yay! Even that out. Kind of bring it in a little more up top. I know I just was saying that I like to do in 3 strokes, but sometimes I gotta even it out. You know what? I think that looks great. Calling that good. Before I get started on this next part, double check on comments. Oh hey, we've got folks in here. That's nice. We had, last time I did a stream, like 1 person in here, so... Alright, let's see if I can check the comments. There we go! Just found this channel, and am I painting? I am painting. Hey, checking comments. Yes, everything was okay. That's really good. So yeah, I'll get this last little bit, and then I'll move on to 18 by One Direction. These are ones that I've done before, so I kind of know what I'm doing. I've got my reference photo. I don't do prints, I just do hand-painted copies. I feel like some of you have been following the shop so long that when I say stuff like that, you know, you've already gotten this speech, but I run out of things to say when I'm not directly answering questions, so you get the speech a lot. And bring that up over here. And I wish I would have done that when this was wetter, but you know what, that's okay. I can still give that nice effect, bring more dark blue in. And it's gonna be a little... I'm still getting used to this artboard. This is the first time I've actually used it. I'm really excited about it. But I'm probably gonna need to disappear for like a second, not end the stream disappear, but just like pop down under and get my next piece on. Just cause, I don't know, I'm gonna do more touch up over in here. The moment I say I try to get it done in a certain amount of strokes to make it look nice, I started doing it way different. Feels weird. I haven't done this one in so long, but it's like one of my #1 sellers, which is cool with me because it's one of my favorites. And there you have it, that is Satisfied. I will peel off my tapes here, and I'm probably gonna wanna like wipe down a little bit. God, I love this setup though. I'm very happy with how it's turning out. I did not think this through. 100%. I'm hoping nothing falls. I don't want to drop this. That is like... Oh hey guys, this is the most satisfying part of this is watching the tape. As long as I got a clean edge. And it looks like I do. This is... It feels so good to watch this. Ta-da! And this... Whoops, I'm showing you the wrong side. Satisfied from Hamilton. Probably a lot of you are coming in from the Hamilton Facebook groups, I would assume. I'm not certain that you guys care to watch the next bit, as it's going to be a One Direction song. Okay, that all dried. Sweet. But, I will also be doing 18 by One Direction, which is another one of my favorites. I will be trying to get that. I don't know that I can, put it up, or put the paper up while this is vertical. I might have to drop it down and like kind of disappear from sight for a second or two. I'm sorry about that, but I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it, because I want to make sure that I have everything straight and centered, and I'm going to pop down here real quick. I'll keep talking though. I'll keep talking. I guess this is a bit of an awkward part to set up, so sorry about that. This is, like I said, my trial run with this artboard. I've never used anything quite like it. I usually just stick with canvases for this setup with live streams, but I've really not liked how I've had my paper streams recently, just because I don't like having the overhead because I don't have a proper overhead setup. I'd like to get one eventually. I can't afford that. I've looked into it. They cost so much. And it's not worth it to me. I don't know that I can warrant spending $800 on a camera setup. I know that's not exactly the price, but it feels like it, you know? It feels way more expensive than it is if it's something that I don't necessarily need that is also kind of pricey. But there we go. Alright. We're halfway there, I'm sorry. Again, I'll check comments after I finish taping this one up and respond to those while I get started on this. I think that'll work pretty good. And we have some puppies who are barking today. We're having a garage sale, which I'm not being super helpful with because I'm working, but whatever. We're having a garage sale right now. The dogs are not all that pumped about it. They're not interested in anyone being in our yard. That's not really their jam. There we go. We did it. Yay. And there's one little corner I want to grab just because there's a little bit showing, and not that it would be a problem, but with me, of course. I'm messy. I should wear aprons. Again, sorry about the puppies. I didn't realize they were going to be so excited. I'm going to check comments real quick. Oof. It looks like we're a little blurry. Is that coming through for you guys? Because it's showing in a little bit for me. Whoops. Okay. Sorry for Do you do this all the time on your channel or just sometimes? I do this. I don't generally do live streams. I think I did my first live stream through the channel yesterday, but I do add a lot of videos. I'm trying to do more streams because they're more interactive and I have a lot more fun with them, especially if I have someone helping me, which I don't today, but at later dates I hope to. I'm just so in the middle of everything, and all my friends have busy schedules, so until I get moved and have roommates who might maybe be willing to help me, then I'm kind of on my own with it, which fine with me, but it is nice to have the help. I will, as soon as I get this... Yes, puppies? Is there an issue? As soon as I get this section done, I will go into a little Q&A, which is I can actually answer questions a little better. But I like to check it now and then when I'm doing this part. By the way, I'm getting my paint set up. Also, my dog howled, and I didn't know he would do that. He could do that. Puppy! Buddy! You're alright! He sounds like he's being stabbed. I promise you he isn't. He just sees someone in the yard, and it's making him mad. He's been doing this. I thought he'd calm down for the day. I'm very sorry to say that he has not. But, yes, I will do a Q&A section of this once I wrap this up. But for right now, we're going to get into... Did I pull up Olivia Okay, I pulled up the wrong reference photo. Bear with me. There's... I just gotta bring up the correct one instead of messing around and being a fool here. Here we go. That's better. Knew there was something off here. And bring that in. Get that all set up. Alright, there we go. That's much better. Again, I am so sorry about the dogs. I didn't realize that they were having this much of an issue. I thought they had calmed down, but they have not. Dogs are very wound up today. And there we go. Okay. Here we go. Oop, I need a little bit more dark blue. There's not a lot of it in here, but I know if I don't refresh it before I start, I will run out in the middle. There we go. Alright. This is one I am not as practiced with. I want to say that I've done, like, 2 or 3 goes of this. So I've done it before, just not a lot. And bring this down. It is something that's fairly simple, though. I should be able to get it done kind of quick, and hopefully before my camera dies, because I had that issue yesterday morning, and it was very upsetting for me, very upsetting for everyone watching, I'm sure. Did not mean for it to occur, but it just so happened that my camera died while I was working on these. And there we go. Don't know quite. I don't know, satisfied I was really comfortable doing just because I've done it so many times. This one I have not. Gonna trim that in. And dark blue up here. Maybe I should find a way to put the reference photo where you guys can see it so you can kind of see where I'm going with it. Or maybe you guys like this better. I have no idea. I don't know your preferences. You should totally let me know on that one. Because that's something I could probably figure out a way to do. I mean, I guess a lot of you, not a lot of you, I don't mean to be presumptuous, but probably some of you know what I'm doing with these. Some of you might tune in for your own orders. I don't know. But there we go. But yeah, I try to do what I can to make this work for you guys. But some of you might know where this is going, or maybe you don't and you prefer it that way. I'm not certain. I could use feedback on that, as I'm, like I said, just starting to do more streams and such on this. But there's that. Yesterday I didn't have the option of reference photos. They were new songs, but this one is one I've done. I want to say I've done this probably 2 times now. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really keep track of how many times I've done certain ones. I know I've done it before, but not a lot. I think I originally did this one for my birthday earlier this month, which was really fun. We went and saw Dunkirk, had a good time, became an adult. There we go. Got a little bit of kind of gross green color in here, probably because I have residual blue stuck in my brush. I'm going to do what I can to make that not as prevalent and kind of cover it up a bit more. There we go. It would help if I washed my brushes better, but you know, it is what it is. And there we go. I'm sorry I'm not doing more Hamilton. I just popped it into the group just because I knew that some of you would catch it early and enjoy that. I don't know if I'm still really known in Hamilton groups. I know I was for a minute. That sounds presumptuous and kind of full of myself, but I know I used to be really active in it, and then I finished up the album and didn't have a whole lot more to contribute, and I just was on less, I guess. I don't know if there's anyone who really was into me then that still pays attention. Not sure. But I knew that probably some people would see it and be interested there for the first part. But I do recognize that this is not all Hamilton related. Just that first little bit. I'm sorry if you came in and you didn't get that. I try to bring in as many people for these streams as I can, just so I have people to talk with during Q&A parts and more people can enjoy it. All that good stuff. Now, this little spot over here, I want to say I'm going to do a good job. And something is up with my laptop, I guess. My reference photo keeps disappearing on me, which, not great. Gotta be real with you guys. Not great when your reference photo disappears. I don't know what just occurred. I'm gonna try to fix that real quick. Again, I'm sorry for technical difficulties. That is in part my fault because I didn't get everything really set up great. I just kind of, if I'm doing something, please assume I'm winging everything I'm doing, because that's generally the case. Okay, here we go. I'm probably gonna do, later today I will look this over just to see what all is in here that I can try to work on, like, from a technical standpoint. Oops. Probably work on that part where I drop paint on the floor. Don't tell my mom about that. She doesn't need to know. It'll get cleaned up once I'm done. And one more of the pink. Bring that in. There we go. There we go. Now I feel like it's all pretty. That's good, that's good. And I want to touch up that blue in here just a little bit. Not a whole bunch to throw in, but kind of bring it in a little bit down here more. And touch that up, touch that up. And there we go. That is 18 by One Direction. And I guess that kind of concludes the portion of this that is painting. I didn't have a bunch of orders for this style today, the canvases. I've got a bunch of magnets and mini paintings, which are not very good for streaming just because I don't have a setup for them. But that's okay, that's alright. I'll get that dealt with at a later date. Okay. And I'll hold this and get the tape. That was hard to grab for some reason. Ta-da! Yeah. There we go. That is 18 by One Direction. I hope that's like within your field of view and stuff. I can't see behind the camera like this. But there we go. I'm going to set that up in an impromptu drawing spot. It's not my real drawing spot, but whatever. Try to make it better for you guys by not disappearing. And we are going to move a little bit. I am very sorry. I apologize in advance. 18 is really pretty. I'm considering ordering it now. I'd totally be okay with that. How long does it take to finish the song? I've never heard before. Not generally too long. Hey, there, I have a face. Amazing. Face today did not bother with much makeup because I didn't know I was doing this. I just didn't want to drive and stuff. Oh god. I'm trying to find a good setup for this, but there, I know you can't see it, but there's a cat in the middle of my spot. The spot that I was specifically trying to use for the stream, you know? Good job, cats. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, I like to see the painting come together without the picture, but others might think differently. Okay, good, good. Glad to know that you guys like that. I'm going to kind of go through here and look at the past comments, because I missed them. Do you do this all the time? Also, your English is fantastic. Don't worry about it. How long does it take to finish a song? It depends. Usually I can get it done within, like, 1 to 3 listens of the song. It also depends on size. If it's a 2 foot by 3 foot, it's gonna be a minute. 18 is really pretty. I would love if you did. I like doing that one. Oh, and, alright, come here. Obligatory cat. This is Mildred. She's the love of my life, and someday she will be my wife. And she doesn't like being held. She just wants to sit on laps and scream. That's her whole deal. I'm gonna grab something so I'm elevated. I'm only like 3 feet tall, so... Okay, that's a lie. I'm 5 feet tall, but it's still not very conducive to streaming and such. Hey, Millie. Hey, Millie. They love you. They love you so much. You're beautiful. She agrees. Yeah, so I figure I'm going to kind of lead this into a Q&A area just to finish it off. I've got a little bit more battery on my phone, so should be all good. If you've got any questions that I was not paying attention and didn't quite get to, then we can do that. I can absolutely answer those now. I can stare at my artboard and just be so proud of it. It's so nice. I'm just so happy I spent $10 on that artboard to make streams better for you guys. It's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna be able to stream so much more now. It's gonna be way better. Hello everyone joining in. Do you ever get bored of paying orders? I get very tired very easily. I have really low energy quotas, I guess, energy reserves. So generally I don't get bored of it, but I will get really tired and I won't want to do them. Just because a lot of the time I'll get like a bunch at once instead of like spread out. Right now I've got, where's my order list? I don't have a whole ton. I've got like 3 on this page and, let's see, 2 on the other page. Plus I have 2 magnets in, so I've got like 7 in. So that won't be rough. I'll probably finish those up all tonight. And then, I don't know if I'll ship them tomorrow. Yeah, I do get bored of shipping and packaging. Oh my god. I don't like packaging art. It takes so long and it's not something I'm into. Not my favorite. Unless I have like, I'm sorry, I've got small hiccups going on, so I keep stopping my sentences. But yeah, I keep looking away mostly because the cat keeps moving around. I'm trying to see what she's doing, and please don't eat your own hair. I would appreciate if you didn't do that. But yeah, I don't generally get bored of them. I just get really tired. Do you ship orders to the UK? I sure do. I ship worldwide. It does cost a little more, but that is because of the post office and not because of me. I try to cut down costs for UK shipping a little bit. I take on about $3 of that for every order. Just trying to like make it decent for you guys, because I know it's ridiculous to pay $13 in shipping. So I cut it down to $10. And then I just take on that extra $3 just because I want to make it easier for you guys. But, I don't know, it's a little more expensive, but I do ship it and it gets there within about 2 weeks for the UK. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. I technically should say 4 weeks because that's what they tell me at the post office. In my experience, it's taken around 2 weeks. Usually, not always, please don't quote me on this, a little bit less. I've had stuff get there in a week before and I've been surprised. But generally for UK shipping it takes about 2 to 4 weeks. That's what I should be telling you. I shouldn't say a week because I don't want you guys like doing last minute orders thinking it'll definitely get there, because it's possible. It's not something to count on. But yep, I ship worldwide. The UK is one that I'm used to doing. I think I've done a lot of Canada stuff, a lot of New Zealand and Australia. Those generally take a little bit longer. Canada's usually there within a week because I'm in Michigan and we have Detroit, which is right between. I don't know if that's how the post office works. I just feel like it should. It should work that way. It should be better because we can drive to Canada. I'm sure they put it on a plane and put it through all sorts of machines. And the cat has disappeared to go eat. Good job, girl. Don't eat your fur. Just eat your food. But yeah, so definitely do worldwide shipping. I don't usually get bored with orders. I just get really tired and my arm cramps up and my hands cramp, and this hand cramps so bad, guys. You would not believe. Have you ever had an order of an entire album before? I have. I think, oh god, it happened a few times. I got one for Save Rock and Roll by Fall Out Boy. That's a great album. I highly recommend it if you haven't heard it. I mean, I don't know that there's a lot of people who haven't heard Fall Out Boy at this point, but if you haven't heard the whole album, definitely check that out. And I've actually done probably 3 or 4 copies of the entire Harry Styles album, one of which was for his mom, which was really cool. And then there's none that I'm thinking off the top of my head, which leads me to believe that it didn't happen any more than that, just because I feel like I'd remember it. But yeah, I've done a lot of those. A lot of Harry Styles' album. I want to say I also did a copy of it on magnets at one point. I think that's something that I did. I know I get a lot of, I don't know. I used to be so good at answering questions like that because it was so much less to keep track of, but since the shop's gotten busier this year, it's definitely been harder to keep track of everything I've done. All I know is I don't know, I can remember 3 things I've done in the last year, and that's my limit. If I have something new happen, I gotta forget one of those 3. I also need to grab my water, because apparently talking makes me really thirsty. But yeah, it's happened a few times. I very much enjoy doing whole albums. I don't do them all in one piece. I do them as a set of paintings. But yeah, happy business is booming. Me too. It very much helps with stuff like my car breaking down and me having to pay for school and all those bills, and God, being an adult is scary, I'm finding. A lot of things involved. That, and like, it kind of shows me, like, I don't know, people like my stuff enough to spend money on it that they earned on their own, that they don't need to give me. They don't know me, they don't like have to give me anything, and yet they do because they like my stuff, and that really means a lot, just because, like, it's not something anyone has to do, and they're still choosing to do it, and it's not like it's a weird relative obligation where you've been my aunt for 18 years, you should probably get on that. It's just people choosing to do it just because they like my stuff, and I really appreciate it. And I have to keep taking swigs of water so that, like, I don't run out of talking fluids. Ugh, that's the worst way to word that. God, that was bad. And, like, also crying juice. I gotta have water so I can cry when you guys get me talking about this and I get emotional. Because I definitely do if I think about it too long. I kind of almost broke into tears on the last stream because we started talking about how things have just taken off so much more than I ever expected, and I started getting all misty-eyed. Do that a lot. Think the shop link on your blog is broken. I will look into that. I thank you so much for letting me know. If you want to check it out, the best link is snazzystarlight.storeenvy.com. You deserve all the business you get. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I know there are other people who work just as hard as I do and who do as much work, and they put in probably a lot more effort, a lot more time, and they don't get all that they deserve from it, so it's weird to know that I'm getting this attention when other people aren't, but I'm kind of starting to accept that that's something that's, like, okay, and I really do appreciate that you guys think I deserve this, because I know there's a lot of people I think deserve a lot of stuff in the arts world, and they don't always get it, but to know that there are people who feel that way about me, I don't know, it's really nice. Oh god, all teary-eyed. I can't keep talking on this. You guys gotta stop making me so happy and being so good to me. But yeah, definitely a good thing. Definitely makes me really happy to know that you guys support me like that. It's a lot, and I really do appreciate it. I would not be anywhere near where I am without you guys. Hello to whoever has just now joined the stream. We're getting emotional. I think it's only been like 3 people in here at a time, so that's okay. Oh hey, have considered using your platform to promote people you think deserve more recognition? Yes, I actually recently was thinking about doing like an Artist of the Week type thing. Back in my good old writing days, I would do that for other writers, and I think it built a really good sense of community. I think that would be something to definitely look into. I will generally like talk about artists that I'm into if someone asks. I know probably the stream yesterday I gave the name of like 3 or 4 other people who do the same thing that I do, who do definitely as good of, if not better jobs at it. And yeah, I was thinking about doing some sort of Artist of the Week type thing. I'd like to do that at some point for sure. It's just a matter of like me sitting down and doing it. That's all there really is holding me back, is I need to like sit down and make it happen, which generally is my biggest thing that holds me back. The phone is running low on battery. We got about 5 minutes left if you guys have any extra questions. But yeah, I do want to do that soon. I've talked about a few different artists before. I don't have a huge platform, but I do want to like use what I have to help others out as much as I can. Alright. And I lost the count. What sizes were the paintings on earlier? Those were 9x12 acrylic papers. I have like 3 other sizes. I started out with only 2 other acrylic paper sizes. I've got 6x6s, 9x6s, 9x12s, and 11x14s. See how good I am at that? I am practiced. I always say there's 3 because there originally were, and then Harry's mom kind of talked me into doing the 6x6s, which glad she did. They said a lot of people seem to like them, which is really cool. I didn't realize it was something people want. I'm glad that she wanted it and asked me to do it, just because it doesn't have a lot of waste with the sizes that I cut it down from, and people seem to like them, so that's really nice. I'm glad that I started with that. And I just shifted a bit on a feather pillow, and it made a weird, horrible noise, and I'm so sorry if that caught on camera. That was not a great sound. I'm very bad. I worked in radio. You would think I'd be better at, like, managing my sounds, but nope. Not at all. And the cat is... I've lost the cat. I know she's in the room somewhere. But yeah, probably about 5 more minutes. If there's any, like, last questions, do that and call it good. I'll do 2 more. How's that sound? 1 for each of the people in this stream. But yeah. And I keep getting distracted because there's like 1 little feather poking through the fabric of this pillow. Feel it. And I know it's going to bug me and I want to shove it back in or pull it out, but I don't want to pull it out because I'm going to run out of feathers eventually. Which, that describes my thought process for last time. If you keep growing your store, are you worried that you'll be too big to keep selling personally painted orders? A little bit. I'm scared to see what the holidays bring me. I really, truly am. Because what I was at last year during the holidays, which was like insane peak busy times for me, is what I am doing on a regular basis now. So that's definitely something I've thought about. Honestly, I may just raise prices. I don't know if that's a great idea. I know that sounds really unfair to people who can't afford them as it is. Granted, I do undercharge, but I think I might end up just raising prices a bit to slow it down a little bit. I'll still do sales in case anyone can't afford them, but I'll probably end up just raising prices. If I do find a good print shop, I will probably add in prints as well, just because that would be a lot easier. But that would also require me getting a new scanner, which would do a good job, or a new printer that would print it well. And that's a whole different thing that I'd have to start up. I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of just going to roll with it and see what happens as it happens, you know? I don't know. I can't totally predict stuff like that. I don't know how things will be going when I get to that point. But if it gets to a point, I'll do one of those things. I'll either raise prices or I'll try to do that. If you've got 1 more question, I think we got time for that. And then I need to go get a snack. I'd be happy to wait longer for painting personally, but I would understand if people weren't. Yeah, it does take about 2 weeks for me to send stuff out. Not always. Sometimes I can get them out sooner. I've been getting them out sooner just because I haven't been crazy busy and I've had a lot of free time. But I do try to, sorry, I have weird hiccups recently. But yeah. Oh, what snack am I gonna have? I'm gonna eat my leftover Chinese food. Sarah came over yesterday. She, instead of helping me with streams, we ended up watching Phantom of the Opera and Love Never Dies, because she had never seen Love Never Dies, which is the sequel to Phantom of the Opera. And it was really good, and she brought me Chinese food, and it was amazing. And you know what? I'm gonna end the stream so that I can get on that, because I am so ready. I'm trying to think of what I ate today, and I'm coming up with a plate of chips and dip, so probably about time I ate something else. Also, yeah, me too. I'm so glad we got that Chinese food. Sarah's a genius. But I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna start eating that now, and I'll see you guys sometime soon. Bye! Whoop. Yes, I went to. Oh, pop-ups. Oh, God. I don't know how to end streams. There. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I want my Chinese food.